Hey, I'm Shawn, Lieutenant on B shift at Station 43, and this is Station Saturday. Hi, welcome to Station 43. Come on in for a tour. Coming right into our first area at Station 43. This is our day room area, kitchen, and table. One of the unique features out at Station 43 is that we have a wall dedicated towards all the different organizations that make up current day South Metro. So everything from previous South Metro's logo, Castlewood Fire, Cherry Hills Fire, Cunningham, Littleton, Parker, and Levere's. They are all what now makes up a 30-station, 300 square mile department of South Metro. And this is a commemorative reminder of what portions and what organizations created where we are today. Up here we have our alumni coffee cups for the people that have retired to let them know that they're always welcome back, and to have a cup of coffee and stay connected to the fire department that they gave so much of their life serving the community. Out at Station 43, we are located within a neighborhood, and we've actually been referred to by the neighbors and those that we serve as the Pinery Fire Department. We get the opportunity to work with the people that we serve on a regular basis, and we have had one of the citizens that we've responded to multiple times, for both him and his wife, had taken up leather work in his retirement, and he put together the Station South Metro Fire Rescue Station 43 leatherwork thank you for the crews that have come out and helped him and his wife out in their times of need. We really appreciate it, and so we wanted to make sure it got a nice place up here in the station. So we had the opportunity here to do some training with our TV, and it's hooked up to the internet for our computer access and videotaping program. Our station is also our home, so you'll see that we have everything that looks like a normal kitchen, except for we have 3 fridges because we share everything pretty well, except for food. Welcome to Station 43's table, giving a little bit of commemorative to where this one station came from in Parker, protecting the Pinery. You'll see that our crest here has South Metro Fire Rescue Station 43 and the 2 apparatus, the engine and the brush type 6 that's deployed out of this station. So we want to make sure that whenever we're sitting here, we remind ourselves of who we're working for and who we're working with day in, day out, serving the community. And located right here in our hall with good lighting is our commemorative 9/11 display that was placed and hand done by firefighter Brian Page. You can see every name listed from all those the fireside that lost their lives that day. Coming into here, you'll see that this is where the work gets done. We've got office. Rick Hawkins, one of our firefighters, is training. Currently on the computer, and the other computers and phones that we have, and office area for reports, training, and any other needs. Working away from the office, down the hallway, we've got the station of closets, and it's one big circle. It's closets, bedrooms, closets, and a couple of bathrooms. But here we have our library. A little bit of cleaning supplies, but mostly books and periodicals, fire-based related for our training purposes. EMS supply closet station, it's consistent at most stations. This is inventoried specifically for a house that's just houses an engine and not a medic unit. In here is the officer's quarters. So this is the officer's bedroom. It's got 3 beds located in it. When this original station from Parker was constructed, all the bedrooms had 3 beds, 1 for each person on each shift. And currently, this is the captain and lieutenant on B shift and A shift's beds, and still set up the same way. And off of the bedroom in the officer's quarters, we've got a bathroom as well that connects to the main office on the other side. Here we've got the crew quarters, common bathroom for the crew. Down this hallway, we've got 1 more bedroom, more storage closets, and leads to more bedrooms here. And then as we work our way towards the bay, 1 more bedroom, some more storage closets, women's restroom. And then in here, we have something that makes 43s a little bit different. Our risk reduction specialist for Battalion 4 is located in Station 43. So her office is here currently, and that makes 43s a little bit busier than the average station because we have interaction with our risk reduction specialists on a regular basis. Out here in the bay, directly to our left here is our workbench and tools and storage. We're working on a project of refurbishing end tables within the day room area. Just like your house, when things get a little worn out, they need to be worked on in a little TLC. So currently there's a competition between the 3 shifts as to who's going to produce the best table before the end of the year. You know B shift will. Out here, one of our exits leads us to one of the most used items within our fire station for cooking is our grill. This particular grill was gifted to Station 43 in 2008 by the residents of the Pinery. We've taken really good care of it for the last 14 years and we'll continue to make it run and keep appreciating the gift that they gave us. This is also an area of a big community interaction for us. We have a baseball field and a basketball field and a park. Hundreds of deers will bed down daily out here. It's also really good for workouts. Coming this way, we've got our one dryer for the station. Over here, we'll have the washer. Like I said, this is a home away from home, so we continue to do all the laundry, all the cleaning that we need to do, post calls that go that require some soiling of our personal items to be cleaned. In here, we've got our storage, hose storage rack, and we also have our main washer. And this is portion of our gym out here. You can see that we have an area for us to be able to work out, working specifically here with the crossover cemetery. This is good for rehabilitation, both prehab and rehab. And then we have areas with our stair mill, and along the wall over here we have rowers and assault bikes that we can pull out so that we can do crew workouts out here and work in the outdoors as long as it's weather permitted. In this stall we have our reserve engine, and this is stationed here so that if another engine needs to go in for service, maintenance, have the tires changed, we can seamlessly go into this for them and they can take it with them. This is our primary engine, engine 43. And then over in the far west stall of the station is our brush type 6. And that's these are the 2 rigs that are staffed out of here daily between whether they're cross-staffed so that if we go on a brush call, this one goes out of service, or if we're out on a medical call or a fire call with our type 1 engine, then the brush truck is placed out of service till we get back. Now, brush 43 is unique in so much as for our department, it's the primary deployment rig for across the country for deployments, for wildland and urban interface fires. So when request comes in for a type 6 and we have our staff listed on the board, they'll come here and pick up this engine, and this type 6 engine will deploy across the country, and we'll replace that with a reserve engine type 6 out of here so that we are able to service our citizens within the community the same way. So on our engine, it's 750 gallons as far as the water, the capacity that we have on it, and it is a standardized compartment-wide for the entire department so that the inventories are consistent across the board the best they can be, so that when any firefighter, engineer, or officer comes into the department or the station for the day at Station 43, they'll find things located where they would expect them, and they're able to respond seamlessly from one place to the next. At Engine 43, part of our district that we cover is going to be Parker Road, which is a highway, and so as a response, we're going to have an additional engine for blocking because there is high rates of speed, and with that comes potential for larger crashes and vehicle extrication responses that are required. And here you'll see that we have our Homatra battery operated tools with over an hour of operating time per battery. They are commonly referred to as jaws of life, and these are the things that most kids and most adults want to try to see on every tour, and everybody wants to try to lift them to see exactly how heavy they are. I refer to them, for the younger kids, This is really just a big pair of scissors that allows us to open up things to help people out. Through there you'll see the front door, and then we've got our public restroom here out in the bay. Coming back into the station, take you downstairs to our gym. So down here we have our gym located in the basement. It's a cozy place. You'll see that we have some of the original equipment from when the station was built, and then we've got some newer equipment with the Woodway treadmill, which is what we use to perform our annual METS test, or you can do it on our cycles as well. And so this area is used daily by the crews. We do have a lot of crew workouts that we try to do. You will notice that some of our ceiling tiles are missing, and that's so that we can actually do overhead workouts, whether it's slam balls or we want to do a pull-up and we want to make sure we don't hit our heads on the ceiling tiles. So when I said cozy, I just meant that our gym is a little shorter. So through here is our Pinery HOA. They are part of our Station 43. They're work here 7 days a week. There's usually 2 to 3 people in there working through permits, taking checks, and doing all the HOA functions that they need. Also located through this door is going to be our community room, which has everything from Boy Scout and Girl Scout meetings to public hearings for the HOA and any other group that requires space within the Pinery. Coming to the map, you can see where Station 43 is located here it's positioned at the edge of the district. We actually come up against multiple fire districts that we run with on the regular basis: Rattlesnake Fire, Elizabeth Fire, and Franktown Fire. When we come out of the station to make a left, we're going to end up running with Franktown about 50% of the time, whether we're responding to a medical call or we're responding to a structure fire or a larger incident. They also respond with their tenders for our urban interface fires. Station 43 covers the Pinery, and again, like we talked about, it's positioned at the edge of the department where we run with Franktown, Elizabeth, and Rattlesnake Fire. Additionally, our risk reduction specialists at South Metro have done a tremendous job over the years working with the residents of the Pinery. Because of the amount of urban interface that we have and potential for brush fires turning into urban interface fires or structure fires at the same time. This is a fire-wise community, and you'll see throughout our district where defensible space has been maintained around the houses, limbing up of the trees, removing of ladder fuels to keep, like I said, those brush fires from becoming an urban interface fire. So that's something that 43's has, and it's a big target hazard for us. Out at Station 43, geographically, we have some hills and sharp turns that make responding to emergencies somewhat sporty during the wintertime, and definitely something that we pay attention to. Additionally, one of the situations that we navigate out of Station 43 is the hundreds of deer located out in the Pinery. So we end up going response emergent about 2.5. Responding code 2.5 means that we're responding between non-emergent and emergent, and so that we are getting there as quickly as we can, but being extra cautious due to the number of deer and the type of terrain that we cover between our fire station and the emergency. So we're getting to that time of year where Bingham Lake is going to thaw and freeze multiple times over throughout the rest of this year. At no time in Colorado do we typically have, at this altitude, do we have frozen bodies of water that are hard and surfaced like this. So what happens is we'll have areas of the lake that are open, and the sheet of shelf of ice is not solid, and so dogs will be attracted to waterfowl out there. And if you can do us a favor and keep them leashed up in that area, that'll help protect both you and your pet from being put into harm's way. To learn more about ice safety and to see a dog rescue, click the link below. And the next station Saturday is Station 15.